Right now, somebody makes $100 million a year here, somebody makes $176,000 here. They both contribute the same amount of money into the Social Security Trust Fund. If we lifted that cap, as I think most Americans want us to do, starting at $250,000, we could create a solvency for Social Security for the next 75 years and significantly increase benefits for recipients. Mr. Fiesta, does that idea make sense to you?
Yes. Your bill, others have put the Social Security Trust Fund on a better path to financial solvency. We know, for example, that Jeff Bezos only makes $80,000 a year. So he's only paying $80,000 in wages on Social Security, for example. The companies have to file SEC reports on what their executives are making. I can't see how that's fair. In addition, raising the cap will also create a better Social Security administration. Right now, when we have more people retiring than ever who need it, because everyone who works at SSA is paid out of the trust fund. It is at its lowest level of employees in 50 years, and that's even before DOGE took an axe to it earlier this year. And it's also the entry spot for Medicare as well. So raising the cap improves benefits, the trust fund, and the administration of the agency.
Mr. Williams, do you think it's okay that somebody who makes $50 million contributes the same amount into the Social Security as somebody makes $176,000?
Ranking Member Sanders, I'm going to stay in my lane and speak from the perspective of the families that I work with every day. But I can tell you that they depend on Social Security as a reliable foundation for any financial plan, and that they need clarity, they need predictability and confidence that the system that they pay into is going to be there in retirement.
Right. And isn't one of the ways to make sure that their kids and they will continue to have the benefits is by lifting the cap so that the wealthiest people in this country at a time of massive income and wealth inequality contribute their fair share?
As a practitioner, I welcome additional tools and discussions on how to extend the longevity of Social Security.
Mr. Williams, you sound like you should join us up there. You sound like a good politician. Mr. Copeland, you talked correctly about an aging society. Isn't one way, you got two realities. You got an aging society, but you also have massive levels of income and wealth inequality. Do you think it's okay that somebody who's makes $50 million a year contributes the same amount as somebody makes $176,000 into the Social Security Trust Fund?
Well, respectfully, Senator, they also get the same back in Social Security benefits as the other folks. I mean, the Social Security system has been conceptualized since the beginning by FDR as a policy which sort of replicates a pension type system.
But they
pay in and get back.
But they're paying the same percentage of their income, 6.2%.
Correct.
All right, it's
But
just
they get back comparable benefits as well. I mean, that's the way it's.
Yeah, but if you're making $50 million, you're probably not staying up nights worrying about your Social Security benefit. Point being, at a time when so many seniors are living in poverty, trying to survive, when we have some of my Republican colleagues talking about in one way or another cutting Social Security, raising the retirement benefits, don't you think one very simple and fair solution to the Social Security crisis that you talked about is lifting the cap so that people on top stop paying their fair share into the system?
I think Social Security's gotten a lot of support for not being structured as a redistributive program, and you don't even really quite put your money where your mouth is on this policy proposal, because you create this donut where you don't increase the cap for a certain amount of income, and then you start at $250,000, which is obviously politically driven, Senator. But you're not really saying lift the cap. You're basically, well, we're going to have a cap, then we're going to keep the cap, and then we're going to drop the cap.
Bottom line is we have more income and wealth inequality than we've ever had. You're living in an economy now where the richest people have never had it so good, and yet we have the dubious distinction of having the highest rate of senior poverty of almost any major country on earth. We've got to do something about it. And I think it's time we ask the wealthiest people in this country to start paying their fair share of taxes in general and into the Social Security Trust Fund.